Today, the Likud Settle Committee decided that we will continue to build in Judea and Samaria in September 26th. It is a very important decision because we know the amount of pressure that will be put on our Prime Minister, and we tell our Prime Minister, be strong, we are behind you, we are committed to build in Judea and Samaria. The settlers are not an obstacle to peace, they are an asset to Israeli security, and we bless them today. That is the main message we are sending today to the White House, telling the American president, respect our democracy. We were elected on a very clear platform that we will build in Judea and Samaria and Jerusalem. Respect our democracy. We are committed to build in Judea and Samaria.
Our Prime Minister now, as we, the government, are in a very sensitive situation, I think it's very important to give him the feeling, to Mr. Netanyahu, that the party is behind him, that we support him, and it's important that our leader will come to the White House with the feeling that we are behind him.
I think Mr. Netanyahu knows that the coalition depends mainly on the Likud party, and the minister of the Likud, the members of Knesset of the Likud. Everybody should know that the Likud party is behind cancelling the moratorium, cancelling the freeze of construction. No longer a freeze of construction. Bibi Netanyahu should say to the world, we are here to stay. This is what he believes, and these people came here to get together and strengthen him in this position. I think Bibi Netanyahu is wise enough to take these words and to translate it to the President of the United States and explain to him why Israelis should stay here forever, why we don't have anywhere else to go, especially today. And all those people came to say it.
You see a situation in September, we're going to see building in the Judea and Samaria, or do you think that it won't really happen?
Hey, look, I can quote Mr. Netanyahu. He said during the last 2-3 months, more than once, that it will be the end of the frozen of the building in Judea and Samaria, September 26. So he said it, and I believe what he said. We are not so far away from the end of September. I believe that we should start to build again.
I believe the Prime Minister, who says clearly, we will continue to build in Judea and Samaria. That's what the Prime Minister said clearly, and that's what we will do.
We know that you hope that you'll be able to build after the 26th of September, but the way you see things, what is your assessment? Will that happen?
I hope very much. I think the government promised us that the moratorium will end in 26th of September. It's the law is over of moratorium. But I know there are some tricks they can do behind the curtain and say, well, we're going to improve everything, but they won't improve it physically. And this we are very aware of. We have to fight it with the ministers in a way that Netanyahu won't have a majority in his government or in the cabinet to pass those kind of laws. And this is the work that we're doing today, and this gathering is one part of it.
Now, there were negotiations regarding this actual agreement, how it would be, the wording and everything like that. What can you tell us about what brought together that at the end everyone is agreeing to this?
The resolution is the exact same resolution we put together 4 days after the decision for the freeze. We didn't change the resolution. That's why we are putting that resolution. There was no change.